What's the message to your teammates for this weekend final game against Philly?
Go out there and execute. We're going to go out there, play the best of our ability, and just try to put something good on tape one more time this year.
Do you think about building anything for the future off the way this season could end?
Yeah, we got a lot of young talent here. Obviously, I think everybody's kind of seen that this year with, our rookies playing really well and some of our other younger players, second, third-year players. So, I think the future's bright here, for sure.
How much do you endorse your coach as far as the decisions that will be rendered after the year?
Yeah, we'll see what happens, ultimately, a lot of those things are above my head, but, we'll see what happens, and whatever it does, West players will rally behind it and get ready to go.
As far as being a Giant, are you still proud of the fact that you're in this locker room, that this group of guys stuck together this year?
Yeah, for sure. I've been here 6 years. It feels like nowadays it's harder and harder to retain or to stay on one team for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
So, take pride in that. And obviously, this is one of the most storied and highly respected franchises in the NFL. So, it's been a blessing to be here for sure.
How difficult was this season?
It was very difficult. I think obviously it didn't go the way we wanted it to go. Would have loved to have more wins and make this 100th season a little more special, but unfortunately it wasn't. All you can do is work and come back next year and try to be better.
Have you thought of it, Darius? This could be your last game as a Giants Sunday?
Yeah, I actually hadn't until last week, and somebody mentioned it could be my last home game, and I kind of thought about it, but you never know what the future holds. Hopefully it wasn't, but we'll see.
As you close the season this week, can you make an impression going out? Can the team build something here these last couple of weeks going forward?
Definitely. I think, this part of the season, a lot of guys are playing, for individual things, just as far as, contracts or whether they're going to be on a different team next year or, whatever it may be. But we're all still playing for something. So, yeah, I think we definitely, got something to prove anytime we are out there.
How difficult was the year for you when it comes to the losing side?
For me, I got hurt this season, so I missed about 5 games, or 5 or 6, I don't really remember. But when you miss games and you can't really contribute to, the overall aspect, it hurts, even watching it, and obviously us putting so much into it, it hurts, for anybody across the league. So definitely, we are definitely going to take this to heart and continue to build from it and, just keep doing what we can.
Do you think the components are in this locker room for building for the future?
Yeah, I think, we got a lot of young guys. I think, with this league, the turnover is so fast that you have to mature fast, right? So, that rookie season is so long, but you're only a rookie, you're only a rookie for the first 3 games, right? At that point, you have to become a vet. So I think, for us being a young team, one of the younger teams in the league, I think it was really good, getting a lot of young guys reps and, just being able to continue to build, for the future.
Kayvon, there'll be some speculation on Daboll after this game Sunday. What's it like playing for him, and why do you feel he's the guy for the Giants?
He's a great coach. I think it's sports, man. It's something that you can't control, and in the NFL specifically, we affect everybody's money. All of us in this locker room kind of affect each other, even with the coaching staff. So, for him as a coach, I love him. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a player's coach. I think he, has great philosophies. And, sometimes things just, don't shake out for the season or whatever it may be. But, yeah, man, I got total confidence in, the organization and total confidence in the coaching. So I don't know how it'll shake out, but, things will happen how they're supposed to.
Do you want him back? Would you want to play for him again next year?
Yeah.
Dexter making the Pro Bowl again in a shortened season. Just what does that say about his impact in a short time?
When I first got here, he was a guy I looked up to from his on-the-field play and then obviously the person he is. But he's, a Hall of Famer in his own right. So I think as long as he continues to, do what he's doing, keep his head down, he's going to, get a gold jacket one day.
Kayvon, do you long for playing games like at the end of the season that are going to lead to something else? You know what I mean? The Eagles are playing this game, then they're going to the playoffs. Is that just a different thing when you're doing that late in the season?
Yeah, you always want to play important football in November, December, come January. So, yeah, definitely wish that we could have more impactful football right now. But you got to play the hand with the cards that you dealt, and now we got to go and prove what we can against the Eagles.